Morning all. I'm in the process of setting up. This was a last minute rush to get on by 11. I just saw the clock had ticked over. So let's see where we are. What do I want to do? I want to go into that one. I want to go into that one. Hope you're all well. The one person who's watching, who could it be? Who's that one person? I do not know. Perhaps it's a newbie. Perhaps they're just going to lurk. Perhaps they're going to go and I'll have 0 viewers. Who knows? It's a mystery. A mystery wrapped in an enigma. Oh, it's Babs. Hello, Babs. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Did you have a good weekend? And now you're joined by 3 other people. Come to the party. Julie Pearson. Julie Pearson. No. Happy chap. Hello, Peter. Got a nice little cordial. Before I go anywhere, how's the sound? I did check my sound options. It said I was on the good mic rather than the piece of string and a baked bean tin. Listing and listening. So, yeah, I looked at my eBay. There's 6 things that got to go out today, so I quickly packed 3 of them. I thought, God, get those out of the way. It's all like stuff I've done on same-day dispatch. Little items, so, not difficult to pack. Sounds good to you? That's good for me. I'm actually going to do a car boot haul video this week. I filmed it all. It's just me at the start and showing what I got, and then me at the end. But I had an absolutely brilliant car boot. Best car boot fair I've had in years. I got there, and the setup of this boot fair is they have a line of cars which are the buyers that they normally let in at about 7, and then 2 lines of sellers, and they start going in at 6. So I was, I probably got there about sort of 6 o'clock, and expect about an hour waiting in the car. And for some reason, they let a few buyers in, and then the guy let the sellers queue in. And I thought he's made a mistake here. But hoping to take full advantage, I got in there. It was down the rugby club. It's quite a posh area. And I whipped round and didn't get anything on the first sweep. But people were still setting up. So I was a little bit, is it not going to be good? But by the time I did my second and third sweeps, been there for about 2.5 hours, I had spent all my money. And I can't remember the last time I did that at a boot fair. I've maybe done it at one stall a couple of years ago when I bought a load of Hornby. Got there, got the Hornby, went home. Thought job done. But this was like proper boot fair, going around, trainers, gaming, got loads of gaming stuff, small electricals. There's a whole load of stuff. Just your like smorgasbord of boot fair booty, and you'll see it in the video. I don't think I'll put it out today. I will, because I don't want 2 videos in one day. I will edit these 3 bits of video together, which takes me a very long time. Basically, download them next to each other and edit the start and finish. And there's some really good pickups there. A boot full of booty. Peter Ray saw it. He was at the boot fair. Got lots of people coming in. Very good to see you all. Hello, Ali. Very good to see you. What have you been up to? He's listening. Good. Sounds good. Good. Sound is good. Hello, Dawn Lovejoy. It's Lovejoy. Lovejoy's in your house. I bet you get some jokes about that, don't you? Love a bit of Lovejoy. Can you turn your mic up? I could do. Or I could just come closer to it. How about that? See my sweaty head. Turn your volume up, I would say. It's just my soft dulcet tones. I'm away dog sitting. Seems to be selling now, I'm away. Yeah, you were the curse. Good to see you at the weekend, Peter. Yes, Peter saw inside the Aladdin's cave of my boot. And you'll all see the video probably Wednesday, I think I'll put that out. We'll see how we go. Muty. Oh, Hayden, you are a one. All your money, both 50p, yeah, all two of them. Well, I was at the end and I was going down the final row and I had a few pounds in my hand and I was just thinking, I've got to spend this. And, well, spoiler alert, I bought a pair of bongos and a Darth Vader lightsaber. And I haggled it down so I could just spend my last bit of money. There we go, 2 items from the weekend. Pair of bongos. Hello, Susan. Shame this car boot ain't on a lot. Yeah, I think it's every couple of weeks, I think. But yeah, no, I do like it. And Tim was there. Flip mode. Mr. Bootman. Mr. Boots. Right, so I've really got no idea what I'm going to list. Well, I have got a few things I'm going to list, but the first thing I'm going to do as I've come on in a rush is look at some old items. I kind of did this a few months ago and it was brilliant. And then I kind of stopped doing it as a habit. And the sales weren't as good. And I've started it again and the sales have increased. So always important to list new stuff, but I would say more important to get stuff shifted that has been sitting on your store for a long time. I know I repeat myself. And I did think, I was looking at some of these old items that have been on the store for years, that have been reduced down to a £5. And I do take them off sometimes and donate them, but I kind of was thinking today, I wish I had another store for dregs, a dregs store, where I could just dump anything I think might take a long time, just as a holding place for things that I don't want on the main store because I want the good eBay metrics on my main store, good sell-through rates. So I don't know whether I should do that or not. I don't know. Normally I'll just take them off and take them down the charity shop. Right. So normally every day I would look at 10 items. Let me just move this bottle of distilled vinegar. I've been getting thirsty. So let's have a look at what we got. Click the wrong thing already. Into active. Sorted by date. Have the oldest at the top. Dreg store would be good. Yeah, just a dumping ground. Stuff you're not bothered about. But occasionally you might go, oh, that rubber duck with wheels sold. Fantastic. And I suppose you could put stuff in bids in there, you know, if it's like a really, you know, stuff that hasn't sold but you think might do. I mean, here's a good example. I'll show you this. This is stuff I've relisted actually, but I'll share this item. So I bought this, obviously thinking it would be, what am I doing? That's settings. How do you share again? Is it present, share screen? So I think I bought that at a boot fair for a tenner or got 2 for a tenner. And, you know, you think it would be good because I've had ink cartridges before, boxed, and generally they're fantastic. You know, get them for under a £5 and they can sell for 20, 30 quid. This one, not a sausage, not a bite on that one. And I've got 2 of them. I think I might have 3. I think I've definitely got 2. So that is the sort of thing I'll put in a dreg store. I mean, I've listed it in September 23. So it's been on for a while. I think I've had it longer than that, actually, but that's what my SKU says. And I've got a few things like that, you know. ZX Spectrum games. I should maybe bundle those up into bigger bundles. I could do that. But, you know, there are stuff. Power Rangers Wild Force board game, you know, Power Rangers board games and Ninja Turtle board games. I bought them thinking, oh, you know, people talk about this sort of thing, and rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I mean, occasionally when I do these sell similars, like I say, I try and do 10 a day, it does jog a sale. There's one here, which I listed on the 22nd, 2 days ago, and I've just packed it up. It has sold. Probably took about 10, 20% off the price. But when it gets to that low, that $4.99, these are $4.99 free posts, those printer cartridges, you know, it's going to cost me £4 a cent. I mean, they'll come off the store, I think. But that's just one last effort to try and get rid of them. But it's ideal candidate for a Dreg store. Okay, so I've got this sorted by newest listed. Let's get it started by oldest listed. Hi, Tim. Oh, yeah, good boot. Oh, spent every single bit of money. Every bean. I should have gone round and asked Peter and Tim for a sub. Give me some money. Let me. But I was glad to go home. I think I was getting left by about sort of 9ish. Got home and had a nice bit of dad nap. He's only buffering, isn't he? Hayden's doing all sorts today. Unbelievable. Pete, did you get the Chelsea programs? I was on my third sweep or second sweep, and I just saw Pete, had a chat with him, and he went off one way and I went off another way, as you do, because you want to focus. And then I saw some Chelsea football programs, which I know he does love. So I thought I was trying to keep one eye out for Pete and one eye on what people were selling. You know, again, he's distracting my focus. But I thought, well, you know, he'll like those. And I saw him about 4 rows away. I was like, Peter! Chelsea programs. So hopefully they were a good price. I didn't ask the price myself. But yeah, it was getting very hot. It was getting hot. Hi, Kevin. Good to see you. Well, Tim, let us know what you got. And Pete, let us know what you got. He had £1 left. I had nothing left. Donada. Right. Oldest items. Let's review the crap items that I have. There's a couple here that are sold. Available quantity 0, because I have this thing where it stays on the store even if it's 0 quantity. I need to delete those. That's another good daily process. I was talking the other day about reply to your messages within 24 hours because I'm sure it's a metric. Another metric which would help your store is if you run your store so that if something sells, you still have a 0 quantity. I forget what it's called. It's called something. Do try and go in every day and list all your items by available quantity and any that have sold. So I've got a pair of Nike Air Max here, and I've got a Yoshi's Safari Road Hunting Nintendo Japanese cart. They've both sold, but they're still on my store with a 0 listed. So I should delete the item or end the listing, I should say. So actions, end listings after ticking them. And then I should go into my other bit. I'll do it now. Which is unsold and not relisted. And filter that by sold. And delete these 2 items. And I think that's important because, I mean, you don't want them as an active listing 0 that just hasn't got any quantity, because people aren't going to look at it. So the whole of your store's metrics is going to be dragged down by that. I remember sharing that a couple of years ago, and Cheltenham Lee going, oh, I never thought of that. So I do love coming up with things that people don't think about. Have you got something that, you know, you think, oh, I do this and no one else does it? I mean, there's lots of... Another one was take square photos on your phone because the eBay photos are square. Little things, little gems. Hello there. Good to see you, Mark. Good to see you. Oh, nice. Now I wouldn't know about G1 Transformers. Transformers aren't my thing at all. I imagine there's good money. I did pick up a Dragon Zord, which I think is something to do with Transformers. I remember a few years ago I got a whole bundle of Megazord stuff. It had all the attachments and everything. This Dragon Zord didn't, unfortunately. Right, so I'm going to just go through 10 old listings. Oh, what I will do, actually, I'll share this. So I'm going to share my screen again, okay? If I can work out how to do it, I think I just click that. Okay, so I'm going through all my old listings, and even though my listings might have been listed ages ago, like here, this was listed in 2022. You can't believe that I can't sell a pair of or a pack of Maxwell videotapes, but I can't. It's been relisted. So the last time it was listed was in February 24, because I cycle through all my items. Let me just catch up with everyone. Hi, James. It is lovely weather, isn't it? It's going to be hot on Wednesday. Sweltering. Get the ice pops in. Get the magnums in. Oh, Power Rangers. Yes. You see what an ignoramus I am. Yeah, 1-to-1. Yeah. I do exactly the same. When I'm doing personal ones, I think, I should set that back to 4:3. I like to take photos of the pit-to-pit measurements on the clothing items. Yeah, a lot of people do that with the old ruler in there. I kind of have my standard template for clothes, which is pit-to-pit, front neck to hem, back neck to hem. And if it's got sleeves, shoulder to cuff, and pit to cuff. No, off by heart. But a lot of people do it to save typing it in. You just plonk it down and people will pick it up off the photo. I think if you do a lot of clothing, that's a good idea. Yeah, well, of course they will ask you, James. You know, you could list a pair of trainers and you'll get a question of, is this a pair of trainers? Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's always the weapons, isn't it? I'll tell you what, if anyone's got any Star Wars guns, Mark's your man. He's into it. Well, there you go. Look up, go over to Blue Harvest, search for Transformers. Oh, he's buffering like crazy. Well, never mind. Hopefully your internet carries on. The mouse keeps going around the wheel. Got a KO80s G1 Optimus. I mean, I've got about half that sentence. Yeah, Optimus, obviously Optimus Prime, G1 Generation Prime, 1980s KO. What can I knockout? Could be. Or perhaps he's typed OK backwards. Got an OK one. Okay, so the one thing I did notice on when I was doing this the other day, and it's probably been there for ages, that if if I'm looking at this and going, why has no one bought my Maxwell videotapes? You can hover over the views, okay, or even click on it and see the listing history. And I'm like, this is just weird. Past 30 days, you go up to past 6 months, and like, some, not everyone's dead. Some people have viewed this, and they viewed it since I relisted it on the 5th of Feb, but then it's died again. So this is quite an interesting thing to look at, and you probably know it's all there. A piezo condenser microphone, a rare kind of item that hardly anyone will want. Although it's got 3 views and 1 watcher. So put it up to 6 months, see the views on it. It's not massive people watching it. It's not like if I put a pair of if I put a PS5 on there, it'll be in the hundreds at a good price. But yeah, it's interesting. Like Super Mario for the GameCube. So no views, no watchers. Sounds like it's overpriced to me. No views at all for that. That's very strange. So I will look at the prices for those items and whether I'm totally off the mark. So I'm going to select 10. 1, 2. Got the Piezo mic, the Maxwell tapes, Mario Sunshine 3, Crash Bandicoot for the GameCube 4, TomTom. That should sell, and that will sell. I'm kind of tempted to do them one at a time, but I'm going to do them as a bulk. And, you know, a lot of these are games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 items there. 10 selected. So I'm going to end those listings. Marky loves the auctions. You go over to his, if you're having a nice cup of tea, listing away, there's nothing better than going over to Mark's channel and just watching the auctions. You see the auctioneers change every so often, and Mark commenting on the toys. It's very good watch if you're just getting on with work. Hello, Ian. Good to see you. Hope you've got some good pickups this weekend. It's got all the toy people in today. Bit of a toy day. Here's me trying to sell some videotapes. Oh, you know, you love it. I'd love to leave it in, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to get my kicking boots on and like royally get the weirdo out. I mean, there are, you know, good psychotherapists around should you need to sort out your problems. Plenty of help available. There we go. Let's go there. I mean, quite funny, but, you know, quite not really in the mood on a Monday morning. Please wait, caller. You are buffering now. We'll get there at some point. I don't normally have to kick people because normally we don't get people who are complete tits in here, but it happens occasionally. There I am. There he is. Bump. 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 There we go. And he was gone. I did get a little bit of I'm a bit blurred actually. It's probably because I've got the blinds down. I did get a bit of vintage from the weekend's car boot. Love this kind of thing. So that'll be going on this week. So you'll see that all in the video on Wednesday. Right. Back to the eBay. Always like getting a weirdo like that because it makes me. If you're not a very good channel, you don't tend to get them. So you know, who knows? I might get 3 next week. I mean, the channel's doing well. I think that Galaxian's worth. I mean, box. I don't think it's got the instructions, but I think it's like 80 to 100. Right, so I've got my 10 that haven't sold. Right, Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. I've got it up for $12.99. So let's go into eBay. I would have researched it when it got listed, but it hasn't sold in, and I listed it in September last year. Come on, you don't want that sort of sell-through, right? Super Mario Galaxy Nintendo Wii sold, please. And condition is very good, I would imagine. Oh, is it Super Mario Galaxy 2? No, it's just Super Mario Galaxy. Okay. And I want it on bins. Get it sold. $9.99 Music Magpie. Don't like using the Music Magpie price, really. $7.49. Canada. I was watching the football yesterday, and no, it was the news, and two newsreaders couldn't pronounce Argentina. They were saying Argentina. They were really struggling. Right, tenner. I mean, it goes for a tenner. Two of them for 20, 1 and 2, tenner. I know where this is going, tenner. Now, I tend to sort of think, oh, well, I've got my 8% voucher on it, but I do want it sold. So, still similar to that one. I mean, I could do $10.99 and then, you get 90p off and blah, 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 blah. In the end, it's just like, get it gone. $9.99, free post. I think this is beyond, one-day dispatch. List it. Done. Hello, Shabba. Hello, Ewan. Another new name. Hope you behave yourself. Otherwise, you'll be gone as well. But good to see you if you're a lurker. Are you a reseller? Tell us all about yourself. Right, I've got Space Marines bundle here, Warhammer. Again, it's been 17 views, 1 watch on this. And quite a bit of interest in it throughout the period it was on. I just want to check. I did sell a bundle now. Obviously, it says the quantity's 1 in there, but I just want to make sure. See all orders. I bought this Warhammer stuff for 100. Yeah, it's a different one for 100 quid, and there were some individual figures that sold really quickly and made my money back really, really quickly. So probably triple my money on that, which is good. Hi, Gary. Good to see you. Got loads of trainers this weekend and boots and shoes. I'm doing an actual haul video on Wednesday. Oh God, it's his twin. It's his twin. You know when you got a feeling. Well, we all know what happens. We get the big boots on, we lace them up, we recommend some psychological help to sort out your sad little life, and then they get booted. But thanks for popping in. Hope that's made your day. I wonder if this is a kind of you do get mentally deficient people who do this sort of thing. You'd think there'd be more to life, wouldn't you, than coming on a stream with 36 people watching and doing that. But I suppose if you've got nothing better to do with your life. So there we go. Oh God, you are. It's 24 times as sad as I thought. You're not just sad. You're kind of like sad 24 times. Yeah, the man. I asked for a man with a 14-inch. I didn't ask for a 14-inch penis. That is about the deaf genie. The joke about the deaf genie. Well, I'll tell you what, it's livened everyone up, isn't it? It's always quite funny. See, I do love seeing them on other channels, to be honest. But they can't stay. We can't be having that. Psychological help. Right, Space Marines, so similar. There should be a channel, a YouTube channel, that actively encourages all of those people. And that will probably go completely viral because they'd just be trying to outdo each other on the chat, getting their kicks. Right, Space Marines bundles times 25, 40k. I'm going to be quite quick into this one. I'm just going to reduce it by 10%. Median sell price is £45. I've got it on as £29.99. Different thing though. I still think it should have sold. Maybe I'll just take a couple of quid off. But let's get it gone. Oh, Retroglide. Well, there you go. I thought there must be. Everybody knows it. Thanks, guys. I'll be watching that later. It's in my favourites. I thought that was this channel. Well, apparently it is now. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, on to the next one. Adidas Neo Court leather trainers. Been on the store since 2022. Let's have a look at the views and see how many people have viewed this. One person in the last 30 days, right at the start of when it was listed. And apart, well, 17 over a period. I mean, it's just a pair of trainers. Oh, they are. They are very nice, are they? They're not very nice trainers. Let's try and they're up for £12.99. And I think we'll probably just really reduce it by about 30%. That'll be get rid of that. Normally, if I've had things for a couple of years, it is just put them at a price where you want them gone. And it's all about the money you pay for these items. I don't mind selling that for a tenner because I know I would have bought that probably like £2-3 maybe. On to the next one, the Tamiya. Big model. I've got some Tamiya this weekend actually. But it's a pack of figures, like little soldier figures. I was going to have a look at this, see if I've already got free postage. No, I've got. It's on for £6.99 with postage, £3.79 postage. What's the views on that been like? Not brilliant. Oh yeah, we got one of those. I did not recognise him. Did he have horns? Yeah, the painting of him. There's been all sorts done to that, hasn't it? I think I'll just reduce that by £1. Hopefully, I'll keep an eye on the watches on that. It really is a thing to look at those very old items. I mean, I put my original date listing in the SKU. I shouldn't really have anything from 23. Definitely shouldn't have anything from 22. So you really want to sort of get those done and gone. I think old items. I mean, it's a known thing that old items will just drag your store down. Dreg store. That's what we need. Dreg store. Next one, Olympus Quick Flash camera, up for $11.99. Listed that. It's over a year as well. So similar. It's on for $11.99 at the moment. $9.99, 20% off. I don't spend too much time thinking about this, but I do want to get them done. And normally, the main thing that will dictate whether it's selling or not, well, one is there a demand, and secondly, the price. That's about it, really. I mean, you could talk about photos and descriptions and everything, but you can't really polish a turd, can you? A TomTom starts 20, and again, that's on $14.99, which is a kind of standard price. So a lot of them, that's quite a good price for TomTom. But I'm just going to take a couple of quid off. Just want it gone. So he's coming up with a median sold price of £16.99. We'll stick it up for $12.99. Get the sale. What are you talking about there? Are you talking about the weirdos? Or are you talking about me? Or are you talking about something else? Or are you talking about King Charles? Are you talking about King Charles, me, or the weirdo? Or are they all the same thing? Right, next one. Crash Bandicoot on GameCube. We'll put that. We'll probably take another 10% off that one. I might just research that one. I've got it up for $16.99. Well, it's already saying the median sale price is £15. I've got it up for $16.99. Someone sold one for £15 plus postage. What's that about? Sold. There we go. Yeah, I was saying that, Mark. Over three months is probably the ideal, but 12 months definitely. A lot of my stuff, I would say probably 90 of my stuff does sell straight away within that 3 months. But I was looking around the other day, and it was like, there's all this stuff that hasn't sold, and it obviously affects your store and your store metrics. So one option is to take them off, donate them, or can't boot them, or whatever, or just dump them, legally, of course. Or what would be a good option if you think there's some possibility of selling is just another eBay store just called Dregs. Just put all your rubbish in there. Anyway, so one is sold for $17.94, and the question always is, why didn't they buy mine? Because it was cheaper. And you got the manual in there and everything. $14.99, £10 plus postage, around about £15 mark. So I'm in the, I'm there. $16.99. Oh, I've got postage. Okay. So it goes up to about 20 quid. So that's why it's not selling. Okay, so let's change that around a bit. I'm going to go $17.99 free post rather than $16.99 with £3.50 postage on it. It's bizarre. List that one up. So we're getting through 40 minutes of doing old listings. But like I say, I think it's more important than the new items. I mean, I've done ridiculously well at this boot fair, and I cannot wait to list all this stuff. But I should concentrate on the old stuff first. You know how it's always easier to list new stuff that you've bought? I don't know why that is. Right. I think we're almost done on this. 1, 2, 3. Got 3 more. Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. I listed my Zebra printer I picked up. I showed it a couple of weeks ago, and it was spares and repairs. It wasn't working. I was plugging it in, and it kept turning off the power supply. It didn't turn on, and I used first of all used my PSU, and the green light. It's got a green light on the actual block. That kept going out. I was like, Christ, I don't want to break my power supply from my printer. I then tried it on my power supply for my old printer, which is a different. It's like a base for the Zebra printers, and it did exactly the same on that. So I sold it spares and repairs. It was 420D, GK 420D, exactly the same as I've got, and it sold for 50 quid, which isn't bad really for a broken printer. And I'm going to list my old printer, which is another type of Zebra, which again is broken. For some reason, it started printing the label like half size, and it's nothing. I've been through every setting and tried everything. So yeah, that was really good. A good sale. Can't argue with that. Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. So many GameCube games. I've still got Zelda on the GameCube, which I've sold. I would have probably priced it too high. And that Zelda was, I got that with that Pikmin 2, which sold for 120 quid, which was one of the sales of last year. So Super Mario Sunshine. I'm in the world of multitasking today. Clicking and a booting. Booting and a clicking. Right, what's this sell for? So let's have a look at the condition of mine. It is, yeah, got the manual. Looking good. What have I put in the description? Excellent condition. Has someone banned flip mode? Or have I banned flip mode by mistake? Do you think the items would sell without a sell similar? No. Of course, they don't all sell. But I do try and do 10 sell similars a day. Oh, I'll have to go back. Oh, I did as well. Have I not just deleted a message? Oh, I do apologise. I think I just deleted the message. I don't think I banned him, did I? Um, So £15, 17.99. What have I got it up for? 27.99. Oh, I'm way off the mark. Have a look at the buy nows. Hey, you know what I'm like? I kick people on other people's channels. I did it on Nick's quiz channel. Everybody was like he was starting to get very competitive about the quiz, and then I accidentally kicked someone, and it was an accident. But you could take that as, oh well, obviously he wants to win the quiz. Yeah, it's too high, this price. Definitely too high. One sold for £750. It's been graded. I will sort out flip mode. I hopefully still watching and hasn't gone off, but I am sorry about that. I don't think I've absolutely banned you from the channel. I hope not, anyone. But you will be unbanned if I have. It's collateral damage. But like I say, when you do get dickheads like that, it's kind of like, oh well, obviously I'm garnering enough attention on YouTube to attract some dickheads. So it's a bit of a backhanded compliment, really. Near mint new pre-owned. Well, there's one sold for 30 quid. It's strange that. Well, I'm going to put 24.99. Just reduce it by 3 quid. It's just it's probably about 15% off that. That's that one done. This piezo, condenser mic. I think that was part of a bundle that cost me absolutely next to nothing. I'm going to reduce that by 25%. I don't really want to think about that. Yeah. Get that sold. And 5 Live. Yeah, Boot 5 Live. Come here to watch people being booted. It's quite boring, really, but there you go. 5 Maxwell tapes. They're up for £12.99. They've not sold for God knows how long. 5 pack of tapes. Have I got postage on it? I have. £9.99. Someone will buy that. £2 a tape. Sounds about right. There we go. Oh, boring. So sad. Silly little sad man sitting at your keyboard. Got nothing better to do apart from create accounts. Got no friends, just your silly little funny thing that amuses only yourself. You pride yourself in being a twat. You really are great at that. Silly little man. Right, that's that all done. So we'll delete all those. I wonder how many twatmans we can get in there. Chubby little loser. Well, that's the first step, isn't it? That's the first step to admit it. You know, it's any therapy. You know? Right, that is 10 relists. And I will keep my eye on those, and hopefully that little kick and rejig will get them gone. I'll tell you what, Dave. I didn't do Saturday. I haven't done the last 2 Saturdays because it's got family stuff going on, just like people being away and stuff. But I hope to do part run next. That will be difficult. I hope to do part run next week. But yeah, still running, which is good. God, yeah. Right. So I actually listed something new. Here's one for all those people who've been commenting today, because it's obviously something aggravating them and making them kind of a little bit angry and sad. This might give you some relief. Yes, this is for you. So you can buy this on my store. You know, it's obviously something's caused the problems in the brain, and it might be that there's something from the Nobby Steelers. So we'll sort out your Nobby Styles with that cushion. It's a special offer for all the twats in the chat. And we'll see how much they go for on eBay. Buy absolutely anything on eBay, can't you? $28.4, very good. I want to try and get under 30 minutes. I need my ring relieved. Yes. You've been buffing your ring, Gary. Do do do. Ba, ba, ba. I think 28 minutes is sort of the goal, really. Or 30 minutes. Sorry, to break 30 minutes. I did 32 last time. So that was good. Very good. God, it's really been a freak show today, isn't it? The freaks are out. Well, they can freak away. I'll just keep going with this. I mean, I love that I could do an all day stream with just this. Get a comment, kick the person, get comment, keep the person. It's the sort of thing that actually does, guess, would attract people to watch the live stream, because I'm sure some people will say, "Did you hear Pete's video? He had a load of bunch of twats on there," and then you get people rubbernecking it. Like a game of tennis, really. Have I had many no sales days? I will try and get. Hopefully, I won't kick anyone. I don't mean to, but you know me. Have I had any no sales days? No, I don't think so. Let's have a look. I always kind of look at like how I was doing about a month ago to see whether my 31-day thing is going to improve or get less. No, in the last 30. Well, oh no, there was one in the last 31 days. I lie. Which was about the 8th of June. So there you go, there's been one. This is like swatting flies. Flies that are very annoying. Well, not annoying, just sad. Sad flies. You're up 73.6% in the last week. Well, yeah, like I say, this is why I always look at, like, I shouldn't do it really, but I kind of look at like how was I doing this time last month, and do I always fear when you get a good bunch of days dropping off, but I mean the key is just to keep working at it. It's quite entertaining. Quite entertaining. Well, I have done an hour. I should list 5 new things, but I haven't done that. I've got 5 new things to list, but I might go and get a cup of tea. Hang on a minute. The boots haven't finished. Thank you, all these spanners, by the way. I think all the spanners. I don't know what option you're choosing, but I think it's probably hide the user on the channel or user in timeout. Hide the users on the channel. I'm quite happy to do that. Like I say, boot anyone you want to. And if you make a mistake like I have done before Tim, I'm hoping I've kind of deleted him. But if I haven't, I'll work it out. I'm sure he'll understand. I think Flip Mode can still get in the chat because he's not hidden. I have listed lots, but Mustang washing out, great listing. Yeah, well, it's been different. Put it like that. It's been different. No, I won't make a difference. It's, isn't it? It's some like teenager, some frustrated teenager who, you know, could do. I mean, if it's anyone who's like over 50, they should really take a look at themselves. But of course they won't. Right. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. Yeah. Well, I feel sorry for them, really, because it's just like boring, isn't it? It just makes you realise how sad must you be to do that. Very sad, really. Very sad. Like I say, chubby little fat man. No one's bloody laughing. Anyway, have a good day, all. Hope you enjoyed that. Give it a thumbs up. Stick some comments in. Where's that going to go? All comments are good comments, of course. You know, I love encouraging a good comment. I look forward to reading them all. Normally, I only get one or two. So, yeah. Take care, all. Oh, and Wednesday, I'll hopefully put out that haul video. But till then, I'll see you to the next one. See you later.